They were able to stop and search about 42 buses trying to enter the Republic.
What were more than 400 children doing entering the country illegally? Don't touch our stuff. Lutuli House staff prevent the sheriff of the court from entering the building. A pre-ballot victory for independent candidates. And dehorned rhinos, a look we'll have to get used to for their survival. Hello, I'm Jane Dutton.
This is Eyewitness News.
As the borders tighten up ahead of the holiday surge in and out of the country, we hear of children allegedly being trafficked on a daily basis. The Border Management Authority says it has managed to help prevent the trafficking of 443 children from Zimbabwe. It says 8 buses were stopped at the Beitbridge border post last night, all filled with unchaperoned children.
A sting operation has been conducted by the border guards, the Home Affairs Anti-Corruption team, as well as members of the SAPS at the Beitbridge border post just this night. They were able to stop and search about 42 buses trying to enter the Republic, and out of that we found 443 children under the age of 8 that were in those buses without any parent or any guardian. Fairly, they were being trafficked into South Africa. We were able to take them out of those buses. We were then able to engage with the Zimbabwean officials, and we handed them back to Zimbabwe for processing back into the country.
It's been mixed fortunes in the Constitutional Court for independent candidates hoping to challenge next year's elections for the very first time.
Today's judgments in the Constitutional Court stems from a 2020 ruling in the same court that independent candidates are allowed to vie for seats in the National Assembly and provincial legislatures along with political parties. But today they took their battle one step further, arguing that they are being discriminated against by the Electoral Amendment Act that says they can only contest for 200 of the 400 seats in the National Assembly. The court has not found in their favour, agreeing with Parliament that they don't qualify for the 200 seats which are determined proportionally based on the support received by political parties. This means any extra votes an independent candidate obtains, more than is required for a single seat, will now be allocated to political parties. But in a second judgment in a matter by One South Africa, the Constitutional Court has found that independent candidates are being discriminated against in the number of supporter signatures they require to register to contest the elections. The court has now lowered that to the de facto 1,000 signatures required by political parties and given Parliament 2 years to fix the disparity. Lindsay Dentlinger, Eyewitness News.
High drama outside Lutuli House this morning. A scuffle occurred between ANC staff members and the sheriff of the court, with the sheriff prevented from entering the building. The representative of the court was there to attach assets. This after the Supreme Court of Appeal dismissed the ANC's appeal against a High Court judgment that the party should settle an amount of 102 million rand to Ezulwini for their unpaid 2019 election banners. If allowed in, all the furniture in Lutuli House would have been removed. While Transnet grinds to a halt, bringing with it land and port gridlock, the wheels are turning elsewhere, bringing relief to those who need cheap transport. The Shosholoza Mail is back up and running. Johannesburg to Durban and Cape Town train services are now available. The Passenger Rail Service Agency of South Africa says the services, both suspended in 2021, are set to resume just in time for the upcoming holidays. Train fares on Joburg to Cape Town route start from 430 Rand and for the Joburg to Durban route from 170. And here we go again. Former President Jacob Zuma has taken his fight to privately prosecute his successor, President Cyril Ramaphosa, to the Supreme Court of Appeal. This is what happened.
It was a brief appearance, and President Cyril Ramaphosa was represented by his legal team, but was not in court today, having previously secured an interdict, which has the effect of excusing him from proceedings for now. Former President Jacob Zuma, however, was in court and appeared in high spirits, smiling and laughing. The court heard today that Zuma has now petitioned the SCA for leave to appeal the High Court's July ruling, setting aside his private prosecution of Ramaphosa, and further that the president's legal team has indicated they intend on opposing that petition. It also heard that Zuma wants to consolidate this appeal bid with another one aimed at overturning the invalidation of his private prosecution of Billy Downer and journalist Karen Maughan. In the meantime, the matter has been postponed until the 11th of April 2024. Bernadette Wicks, Eyewitness News.
A look we'll have to get used to: rhinos without their horns. This desperate measure to remove their horns has been linked to a dramatic reduction in rhino poaching. It dropped from 448 in 2022 to 231 between January and June of 2023. Conservation organisation Save the Rhino South Africa says the battle to save these magnificent creatures from the threat of extinction is far from over. The rhino population in the Kruger National Park has declined over the years by a staggering 59% since 2013. In response to the poaching crisis, many wildlife parks and nature reserves have implemented strategies such as the removal of rhino horns. This practice has proven effective in significantly reducing rhino poaching numbers over the years. That's it from me and the rest of the team. See you for more, same time, same place, tomorrow. Remember to like and subscribe.
Eyewitness News. In touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.